Hey guys, how's it going? Ghostly Rich here today, and today is just going to be another episode just updating you where I'm at with the vet. I know there's been a lot of episodes. I know that we've come far away. I've been kind of battling a bit of a cold and all that other stuff, so sorry if I sound really stuffy. But as you can see, all I've pretty much done with the cold side is added some clamps for right now. Again, the hot side is going to have to come back out, so that way we can make the final adjustments to be able to adapt for the turbo, to build on the piece for the wastegate, and then same with over here. I've now added in the extra piece of downpipe just so I can double check and see how everything's gonna line up down there. It's kind of nice. So if you already had, say, UPP's turbos and you had the factory X pipe, as you can see, that is the downpipe right there. It would come down and go right into your factory X pipe. Pretty awesome. As you can see, I'm dealing with the American Racing X pipe. So my plan is to see how I can adapt that piece to this stainless piece to go to the back. The only thing else that's hanging down here is our wideband sensor plug-in for the wideband sensor. So we should be good there. And again, we've left that like this so we can loosen it and tuck the remainder of the wire in if so needed. So that way that can stay nice and the way it is. The rest down here is all waiting on that plate so I can put the ignition system together on the plate with the coils. Once I have the coils there, I can clean up that mess and then make it look really nice. Now, one thing I did notice back here, if you're willing to modify anything, is right, see where the X-pipe accordion piece is there? Right to the inside of the frame here, there's actually a jut in, meaning technically if you wanted to, if you built something, you could mount all your coils in that little jut out that's, or well, I should say jut in because it goes into the body. I just don't want to actually screw anything into the frame of the car. Even though it's aluminum, it won't rust, but still trying to avoid that. One of the things I want to do, of course, is clean up this edge and then sand this and paint it, make it look nice. Do that when this stuff goes in. I might even just give them those parts as well. This is probably not going to go out to get painted because in the end, it's going to be covered by the hood most of its life. The only portion you're going to see is that front portion minorly, but the rest, you won't see any of it. So, that being said, this side's basically done. All I have to do is, once again, heat wrap. The hot side is a hot side. That's got to be done on both sides, so I'm not really counting that. The good thing about this side is we literally just have to do this piece and then modify underneath. That's it for this side. That's the only side where there's a little bit more to be done. We're going to have to, of course, put the same adapter in here, probably 1 inch worth of space, and then adapt to from a 3-inch. We're going to have to cut that off and go to a 2-inch instead. Once we do that, we also have to build off the wastegate bellow right here. So that bendy piece that we have on that one, the flex joint, there we go. When we get the flex joint, we'll adapt it so it comes out, and then right angle will go onto there. It'll be perfect. That's all that's really left, other than I have to delete this. We're going to cut this out. We might even just weld on a new O2 bung and then just cap it, just to do something so it looks cleaner, because I cannot stand the look of this. And with how much we've gotten to the kit, I really don't want it to look like junk when it's done. So we'll take care of that. For right here, the wiring harnesses are at the right length now. I haven't sealed it up yet just because I do have to take the manifolds out again to be able to send them out for powder coating and so on and so forth, or cera coating in this case. And I also need to completely do all the heat wrapping. Again, if you guys want, do an entire video on how much heat wrapping. As you can see, I've been just measuring things up for all the heat wraps that I want to go in here with. I might do a heat shield. I don't know yet. I think I'm just going to do heat wraps for now. Other than that, that's for there. That covers pretty much what's left in the engine bay. There's really not a lot left other than adapting the hot side. And then underneath for the hot side is just adapting that X pipe. after the X pipe, we're good all the way back. Now for the bottom. What I ended up doing is I've been hacking up this radiator piece, the radiator support. And the reason why is I'm trying to see where I can get this to sit for the bumper. The reason why, I'm either gonna make this out of metal or we're gonna really brace this up. I want to make a piece so that I can have it back here, but I also want to add some structure to it. So I wanna build this out, have it bolt onto the bumper like so, and then I also want to be able to, of course, attach either the back end or the front end of the frame. So I want to be able to go off the lugs that are on the bottom of this or build something off of this with metal and have it attached to the frame at the back, because I think it'd just be way better to have a little bit more structure to this. And I mean, yeah, one thing I could do if I wanted to is actually have this come all the way up. So form it like so and have it attached to the bottom of the frame here. But again, I've been trying my best not to drill any new holes into the frame. If I have to, I have to get that to mount up there properly. But I am trying to leave, see how it kind of scoops the air towards the intercooler? I want to do that. I want to keep that, because if I were to, let's say, not have this piece in here, when I put the bumper on, it'll be like this, but the air just blows everywhere. It has no direction. By doing this, we have direction. And that's really what I want to go for. Out of all the elbows on the car, I had to mess around with this one the most. I really think before you put in any of the other piping, well, you have to put in this one first. You can put it, actually you can put in both of them. But anyways, this one, before you tighten anything down, make sure you get this one first, because this was the biggest pain in my butt to get perfect. It kept looking like it was crinkled or wasn't gonna sit proper. Finally, after just wiggling and finagling, I finally got it to sit in a direction that I was comfortable with and didn't restrict airflow. So as you can see, the bottom part, we're basically ready to put the bumper on. Once I put the bumper on, I can start finishing up the little bit of piecing there, but majorly, we need to put that together and get this to the fabrication shop, because if I decide to make that piece out of metal, I have to have the right equipment to be able to bend up and of course weld a piece together. For now, for the testing and for tuning, I might actually send it out with that just so we can get the car started and tuned. That will suffice. It can bolt on the front of the bumper. We're not going to be doing any high speed stuff. Really, it's just going to be for the tuner to get everything going. And then from there, when we actually start taking it for a rip, definitely we'll look at making sure that's more structurally sound. We don't want to crack our bumper because it's just being supported by the front bumper. For up here, again, it's all fabrication time. Once I get the last pieces in for the hot side and we've welded it in, I have to literally strip everything back off. That's one of the reasons why I don't want to oil up the system yet. Otherwise I would start it, I'd show you, but if I go and put oil in the system, then I start pulling the oil drain and feeds off and stuff like that, it's just gonna make a mess. I'd rather not do that until after the exhaust is done. I can send the exhaust out, do all the heat shielding, then we'll do our first start. And that's all the bolts that are left. As you can see, 90% of this, which is this big section right here, that is just the under tray and the little bars that go across the side. These are actually ground screws. Most of those aren't going to get used. This is for the radiator hood. That's not going to be used anymore. This right here is more bolts, I believe, for the under tray or the under hood tray that is no longer being used. These are for the bumper, so we can pinch the bumper for the hood. These aren't going to be used anymore. Those are the 2 extra fuse bolts. And then most of this is just under tray. This is for that support that goes on for the bumper, and so on and so forth. And some spare clips. Again, these aren't actually, I just saved these just in case any of the other ones broke on the way out. But we're down to the final line. Like, that's it. So I wanted to give you guys an update because I know it's been probably 3 weeks again, but it's just a waiting game. A lot of these guys are busy, so once we have that moment, it shouldn't take more than a day or two to get all the welding done. Then it'll be about a week or two to send it off for cera coating and get it back, and then tuning, hopefully a week or two. So if we're really, really lucky, it'll be done by hopefully end of May. I'd hope really if we can sooner, but we'll see. That's the best thing. I can't put timelines on this stuff because unfortunately you can't. It takes forever to get going. So anyways, guys, thanks again for always watching and following along the project. Hope you enjoyed this kind of talking head rambling video, and it kind of showed you the little things that I've been working on. I'd love to, of course, just slap the front bumper on and, you know, maybe do a couple welds and slap just the wastegates out of the hood, or the non-existent hood right now, and just go get it tuned, but who knows, probably shouldn't do that. So anyways, guys, thanks again for watching. Press like if you're enjoying the videos, and subscribe to see what I'm going to do next.